everyone, and welcome. We are Peasant Class Gamers, and we just saw the Shitfest Suicide Squad. I'm Matt Miller, and with me I have...
Ryan Farley.
I'm Dylan Nobles.
Captain Boomerang.
Sean Jewell.
And we're going to go ahead and give you guys some of our thoughts on the movie. It's not really an in-depth review, just kind of our thoughts after seeing it.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're not professional critics by any stretch of the imagination, but we're going to go ahead and break it down for you. We'll get into spoilers a little bit later on, so if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, we'll let you know when to shut her down so you don't get anything spoiled. So what did you guys think about the movie?
Well, I think we all enjoyed it. I think we can say that.
We enjoyed it because
fun.
we watched
it was fun.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say that. If I watched that by myself, I don't.
I mean,
Really think so?
Yeah, I think so. I don't feel like I would enjoy it as much if I wasn't able to look at Ryan's face and go, "What the hell's going on?"
I was going to say, I could
you
lean
know?
in and comment. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
that. I'm like, look at this bullshit right here.
Yeah.
I said that many times to Matt.
Yeah, that's true. Me and Ryan had a good old time going back and forth talking about some funny-ass shit in that movie.
It was. I liked it.
The thing that,
when I look at this is what, the third DC film.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is the most fun of all of those films.
I'd say so.
And I feel like
at times
they knew what to do. They looked at the other films. And they're like, it's all right.
Okay.
This one just seemed to hit it right.
I feel like they didn't know what to do at certain times.
Yeah, I was going to say I liked out of the Marvel movies, the Guardians of the Galaxy was probably one of my most favorite, and this was pretty much just DC's version of that.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
when I went in knowing that, I kind of was expecting to have a good time with it, and they did pull off some funny stuff.
Yeah.
I like the underdog stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
in that movie, I felt like they were trying really hard. Like
Yes.
they were really trying hard to get that PG-13 rating and trying to really stretch it, and they were trying to pull some jokes that were a little crude. And
A
it just
little
wasn't
word
landing all the
poppage?
time.
Let me ask you guys. Do you guys remember when you first saw the first official trailer for Suicide Squad?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was, from what I remember, it was dark. It was a lot darker than the movie
Right.
itself.
Yeah.
It was really anticipated to be very, very moody and, like I said, just a dark film. And watching it now, it's very, I don't want to say it's campy, but it's very fun, very light. The tone is just very changed from what I thought it would be.
I think they kind of try to put that whole, it's all fun and games because he's character like that.
Yeah.
I felt like they tried to glaze over Deadpool feeling to it.
I almost feel like since the
thick
reviews,
glaze.
I almost feel like they switched some of the editing up, or they switched the final production of it
I think so too.
when they saw the reviews for Batman and Superman.
What do you mean by that?
I just
do you
feel
think
like,
they changed it?
we all know, I feel like Batman and Superman was very dark, it was
Right.
very serious,
Mhm.
very
It was very
serious
long.
tone, and they probably had that same movie written as Suicide Squad, same tone.
And they
and
try to marvel it up.
try
a
to
little bit.
marvel it up, try to
Yeah, no, it was definitely marveled up.
Guardians it
Yeah.
up. And that's kind of a shame. I kind of feel like we should see what David Ayers had in as a final production cut.
Right, which they'll probably do.
Yeah,
If he-
and I'm sure
We can
it'll be
look
very
forward to
different.
Wait,
that.
is it going to be a 3.5-hour spectacle like the extended cut of the Batman movie?
Oh God.
Could be a
Batman
brand new
Superman?
movie.
Am I going to have to take a week off of work for this?
I mean, I wouldn't complain if it was a brand new movie.
Yeah.
I'd want to see it.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to go see this.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I wanted to see it just to see it, but
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't expecting anything spectacular.
right.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to change the game.
No.
No, I could say that. What did you guys think about, so one of the characters that really stood out to me was the Joker.
Mhm.
That was a weird-ass Joker.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I love the Joker. One of my favorite characters. This was
Okay.
a very, very different take on him.
Yeah. No,
I
he
think
was,
if they took out
strange.
the gangster part of him,
Yeah.
I think I would have been all right
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah, exactly.
A
But I
lot-
understand the tattoos, the gold.
I didn't
the
mind
Joker
that,
is
though.
supposed to be
Very
this
unique.
very
yes, but
outgoing kind of character, like
depends-
pushing himself theatrically. And
Right.
I feel like the tattoos, the chains, all that was part of that. Is him being theatrical.
I don't think so.
it
It
was a
depends
little
on
weird.
which Joker we're talking about and which backstory we're talking about.
Well, every Joker is that way
Yeah.
in that
And-
theatrical manner. they've been portrayed differently.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me ask you this. I haven't read a lot of the comics, but can you tell me if that Joker is depicted in the comics that way?
No, he's never been depicted that way.
Okay,
No.
So it is a different
yeah,
take.
it is strange.
The
It was
batshit
very odd.
crazy though, I think's there or
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Because
I
like
mean,
Yes.
I feel like that was still forced.
that
That
was a weird laugh too.
but you could see like I mean just a couple scenes I got the feeling like this dude's going to lose his shit
Oh yeah,
like later
But
on a more
yeah.
serious
At
movie.
what point did he lose his shit?
Well,
because
didn't
you know-
really ever. He was just kind
no,
of he
was
keeping
was
it together a
trying
little
to
bit.
get his girlfriend
I don't wanna
back, and
spoil
then
it.
It was
anything yet.
a great mastermind.
Well, I mean that's a
planned
big,
everything
that's
right.
a big part of their
Oh
story.
yeah, but he's always been like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Super intelligent,
I don't know. I didn't get it.
but batshit insane.
No,
Yeah.
I will say so. I've watched The Killing Joke. Just came out yesterday, I think, and the Joker in that movie, which right now is not getting good reviews either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Joker
Is
in
that
that
animated?
movie,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an anime.
it's animated, drew me in a lot more than this Joker.
Yeah, if you take
Suicide Squad.
the first 30 minutes out of that movie, don't watch that, and you start the whole rest of the movie, it's fantastic. Mark Hamill's great
Yeah,
as
I
the Joker,
agree.
like very haunting,
And
very
if you
disturbing.
haven't seen the Killing Joke,
Mark
they
Hamill's
go-
always a good Joker, isn't he?
yeah,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he has been.
they
for a
go
long time.
into the Joker's backstory or one of his backstories.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because for some reason, I've never thought as to why the Joker is the Joker, and watching that movie, it really makes a lot of sense as to how everything
Okay,
happened.
but how does it?
But
go
one of
into
the
this
great
movie?
things about
Yeah.
that story is that he even says that he doesn't know what part of that is real. What if that is actually happened? So
So what I'm saying is that Joker from this other movie,
The Killing Joke.
it doesn't feel like the same character, even though they're
no,
supposed
and
to have.
in the comic books, even recently in the comic books, they've opened that up where they previously it was New 52,
yeah.
and now they have Rebirth. And one of the big mysteries in that is that Batman a previous storyline basically Batman became all knowing. I won't go into all that shit. But he asked who is the Joker. And basically in this world that he lives in now, the Joker is three people. And the Joker is the 60s Joker, the loony crazy fuck.
Right.
And then he's the Killing Joke Joker, very meticulous and dangerous, and then he's what was the New 52 Joker. So even in the comic books, they try to show you that the Joker has always been this different character.
I will say, Jared Leto,
Mhm.
from what I've heard and what I've seen, even before watching the movie, so he never broke character on set.
Yeah, he's a
he
full
never broke
character actor.
character. So you're telling me for what is a regular
I mean, it
shooting
would have been
period?
probably a couple weeks.
Yeah, I did hear some
just
stuff
looking
about
maybe
that.
a month,
It was
like
kind of freaking
2 or
people out
3
a little
months.
bit.
Yeah.
How long does it take to shoot a movie? A few
I mean,
months?
Movies,
I would say, like, the
depends, probably
shortest-
3 to 4 months.
Okay.
for something like
so
this.
for 3 or 4 months with this cast and this crew, he did not break character to be in this movie for 10 minutes. Really?
I think
At
it's more
most,
than
yeah.
that.
It wasn't.
No, I would
it
say
was
probably
about
at most.
10 minutes. You did.
Yeah,
You saw
10
more
minutes.
of Harley Quinn than you did see.
Well, because she was.
Well, yeah,
but-
she's in the Suicide
Her
Squad.
story
But I
is
also-
completely tied to him.
I hope so.
That's her
I
entire
also
motivation.
think that's
That's what I paid for.
Important to look
I mean,
at.
let's be honest. That's what everyone paid
That
for.
is
Yeah,
what
I
it
mean,
is.
They even cue that in during the
Is
Yeah.
This movie wasn't a Joker movie.
It was
No.
a Deadshot.
It had
movie.
Joker in it. I think, with any luck, the Batman film will be the Joker.
Right.
I think they needed to introduce the character and kind
Yeah.
of lay down like a base foundation
Exactly.
to like this is what he is. This
Well, I
is
guess they
how he's
kind
going
of
to
tried
be.
that in there with the scene that was in there, but you have to watch it and then you're like, oh, okay, I kind of get
Yeah.
where he's coming
Yeah.
from, but then you're like, but
He was.
where
a
was that
weirdo.
before?
All right.
true.
Well, so besides the Joker, what did you guys think of the pace of the movie? I thought it was a little long in the beginning, and then
Yeah.
it kind of picked up a little bit and started
Yeah.
getting going, and then it was kind of happening real fast. What do you guys
I
think?
think it just ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of got a little bit of that.
I liked the beginning,
Yeah.
the way they
yeah.
did it, and then
The introductions to all the characters.
Yeah, I
They
did.
took
I
some
like
time
that.
with that at least, I think.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then I kind of felt when there was more action,
Right.
a movie comes to a climax, I felt like a little bit may have been kind of like what Eddie was saying, like they changed a little bit, and you could kind of feel like where it was like we go this direction, and it's like
there really
no,
was
we're right here,
I feel that was
Right.
and I felt I was like
Yeah.
oh okay, where's the transition? Like, where's
Yeah.
the segue?
So
A little
I-
bit.
So I've realized that lately that when you watch a movie, it'll have an ending, and then they keep going. Like recently, they did that with Star Trek, where there was this really great climactic part, but then they just no, we're gonna keep going.
It's
We're gonna
episode
keep
9
going.
of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I feel like this movie kind of did that, where they probably could have shut it down a little sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So you guys all, I mean, I think we all pretty much like the beginning of the movie where they're introducing the characters. They did a good job like that. But if you've seen the trailers and some of the shorts that they came out with, the commercials,
Yeah.
where they kind of introduce each one of the characters, they pretty much cut and paste that into the movie. I
Yeah.
felt like.
Yeah, and that was a problem. There was some what would have genuinely been funny parts,
Right.
but we already knew those because they were in the trailers and commercials and
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
problem with a
being
lot of the
force-fed
movies
all
now.
that stuff.
Don't
lot
get me
of
wrong,
movies.
though. Like, to add into that, like you kind of have like expectations, but like there was parts that when you were watching the film, you're like, oh, that's actually like that's really funny, or like that's clever. They did still have some punches to the
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, I
still
found myself
value.
laughing a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, like I said earlier, it was a fun movie to watch.
Right.
So.
Okay. So before we get into the spoiler section here, because I know we all want to kind of talk about some plot points that kind of were rubbing us the wrong way, we're going to go ahead and just kind of give a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this film. All right. So in its current stage, not like a DVD extended version, we're going to go ahead and thumbs up or thumbs down. I personally, at this point, I'll give it a thumbs up. Just don't go see it in the 3D. We saw it in 3D, and while the 3D was decent, it's not worth the extra, however much it is in your theater.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, that was just so we could get in there. as
Yeah,
soon as
exactly.
possible,
yeah,
so.
that's true.
yeah. But I would see it. I'd give it a thumbs up. Ryan?
I'm gonna go with thumbs down. Thought it was fun,
Ooh.
but I mean, for what they could have done with it, it could have been a lot better.
Okay, Dylan?
I'll give it a thumbs up. Only
Yeah, it's tough.
only because I think a lot of movies kind of start, and I don't know. It was fun. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I'm not gonna go tell someone not to watch it.
Okay, so this or Independence Day?
Am
You
I watching
laughed
it?
at it. You
am I
already know
watching
the
it by
answer.
myself, or am I going to see it with someone else?
I want you to sit in a dark room alone.
Oh, this
If you
movie
could
for
watch it,
sure.
watch it by yourself
This
in
one for
Oculus
sure.
Rift. I want you to go into Rift Theater and put on the headset, and I want you to not have anyone there, and I want you to watch it by yourself. Which movie do you pick?
I'm still going to go with Suicide Squad.
Okay, Independence Day. Good
Excellent.
choice. Eddie, what did you think?
Let's hear it.
Mr. I have an
Maybe you
opinion.
don't
Well,
have to give it a thumbs
I like
up or a thumbs
Suicide
down.
Squad, but Stranger Things has got me.
Yeah.
Give me. I
Stranger
just finished
Things.
it. Okay. back to
okay.
stuff.
I haven't seen it yet.
Suicide Squad was not what I thought it was going to be, but I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Oh
I'd,
my
wa- I'd
God,
watch
you're
it
a
again.
load of
See,
crap.
I'd watch it
always
again.
got my
You guys
back.
are full of your jokes.
Hey, listen.
Ryan,
Okay,
that's why
I
we have
wanted
you
to
You
around.
give
said
it.
fun. That's fun. I'll say fun movie, but you're saying a thumbs up or thumbs down. That's
Well, that's
I wanted to give it.
still
I wanted to
want-
give it a thumbs down.
I still
was on
want
the
to talk
fence.
about it.
But if thinking about a bunch of movies that I've seen in the past year, this was probably in the upper 50% of those movies that I've seen. So I would put it there. That deserves a thumbs up.
Were you going to
Yeah.
say anything else?
All right, Sean, what do
So-
you think?
I say
Okay.
going in after Batman v Superman, I was
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I was really scared,
Yeah.
but I really liked it a lot, and I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Hey,
There you go.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Sean, I agree. Thumbs up is good. Ryan, I see you over here getting all pissed off because you feel like we all betrayed you and
you
abandoned
did.
you.
You're full of crap. All of you.
You're
Listen.
Oh, wait. Just wait for the spoilers, and you'll hear all what
I mean,
they're
I legitimately
complaining
did
about.
enjoy the
Yeah.
movie as a whole.
Yes,
So-
we're not. The movie was not
The
perfect.
movie,
Yeah,
movie's
And
not perfect.
I'll be the first
It
person
wasn't
to
my
tell
favorite
you.
movie
That's
of
not
all
the
time.
answer.
It's
You
not going
asked.
to win any awards.
I already answered the question. It's
Right.
a thumbs
No
up for
awards.
me. Thumbs up, Oscar worthy.
It's
There you
simple.
go. See?
It's
Oscar.
binary decision. It's 1 and a 0.
Will
It
Smith
can
needs an
only be
Oscar.
those two.
I mean, actually, it's 4-1, but
Yeah. Well, I'm saying the decision that we were asked to make right here was a yes or a no, basically. And
okay, fine.
Let me just say this: it's a thumbs up for me, but
We already know that.
when Man of Steel is the best movie in the DC universe, there's something wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, absolutely.
But you said
So-
thumbs up, so it doesn't
that
matter.
movie was rock solid, dude.
Hey, I love that movie. but none of them are great, honestly.
No.
So,
And to be fair, what is this, like the 107th superhero movie to come out in the last
Yeah,
decade?
exactly.
So
Yeah.
you gotta kind of give them credit to
Yeah.
kind of get my attention. Like I've been noticing a
That
lot with
is
these
true.
superhero movies that I'm like, okay, origin story, got it. Now they're gonna go fight bad guys, got it. Something's gonna happen. They can't fight the bad guy, okay. And then they get some extra power, and then they defeat it. Good job, congratulations. Every superhero movie that's come out in the past like
Are
10
you a
years.
director?
Yeah, I'm actually directing
you
the
are
next
now.
Justice League. You might have seen it. The trailers, I just had a couple at Comic-Con.
We're gonna upload the new screenplay.
Yeah, Peasant Class Gamers YouTube channel is going to have the full movie up for download. So check that out. Peasant Class Gamers, everybody. All right, so I think we're going to go into spoilers here. I see everybody itching to
I'm
talk
pretty
about
sure.
some spoilers. So if you
yeah.
have not seen the movie yet, make sure that you shut her down. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this. We appreciate you tuning in to hear our initial thoughts on the movie. And come back and check this out after you've seen the movie and see if you kind of agree with what we're talking about here.
And let us know what you thought about our thoughts.
Yeah. Give us your thoughts on our thoughts on the director's thoughts of DC creator, comic book writer thoughts.
Thought Inception.
It's going to be thoughts all over the place.
Thoughts on thoughts?
Thoughts on thoughts.
Thoughts
That's
on
thought.
so yeah, we're gonna go into spoilers right now.
Yep.
So that's your alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
alert. Spoiler
Let's do it.
alert. I'll put I'll see if I can find a sound effect that
Yeah, there you go.
it's an alarm or something that we won't get
Just cue it
sued
up.
for.
Okay. So to start out with the spoilers, the Flash is in it,
The Flash was in
but
it.
he's gone in a
Heard
Flash.
the nerds behind me were going nuts when the Flash showed up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I feel like
so-
a couple kids' pants got tight.
Oh yeah,
I
they
heard
definitely
about
did.
this before the movie came out, and I just like immediately tuned out.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to hear it.
I don't know if we could talk about that, Dylan.
But once I heard it, I realized he's probably gonna show up and get Captain Boomerang.
Yeah,
Because Captain Boomerang is a Flash
he's a Flash baddie.
villain. So
Yeah.
it kind of made sense that he was
Yeah,
there.
that's
And
true.
that was really cool.
Okay.
And yeah, I was one of those people who was like, yeah.
Let me ask you about this Captain Boomerang fella. Okay, what is his actual powers?
He throws boomerangs.
So you could just
I don't
shoot him
think
and
he
kill
has
him?
it.
So
Well,
he has
honestly,
no
I don't
other
think he
main-
has any.
No. In his defense, you know how hard it is to throw a boomerang and have it come back?
He also has a
Well,
pouch
to
where
be
he
Does it
fair-
ever come back?
small
Oh, he did come
Okay.
back.
baby.
Australians
And he
are
remember
was
that
riding
part
a
there, too.
kangaroo.
Do you remember that part, Eddie, where he threw the boomerang with the camera on it, and that shit was flying like a drone?
Yeah,
and
it
he
was
was
a
inside
No,
of the building.
that's-
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, and then the guy saw it and got it. Tell me
What-
what
And
boomerang
then he
flies
just throws
like
the
that.
phone away.
What kind
That
of
was-
technology is that? First
Yeah,
of all,
that's what I'm saying.
What kind of gyroscope would have fixed that boomerang?
Yeah,
Oh my
I have
God.
no
Well, that was
idea.
Batman's.
Yeah, maybe
He had a
Batman
batarang.
developed
He
that one.
hijacked it.
It was
Stealing
Can
some,
I borrow this?
stealing some
Yeah.
technology there. I mean, he is a thief.
Yeah, well-
so.
Speaking of Batman, I did like Affleck in it.
I did.
I like him
he's-
more and
yes.
more as I
Yeah.
see him as Batman.
His
Yeah,
presence is
he's
like
so
a
great,
wall
yeah.
of
He's
darkness.
just so-
oh, dude, he's a
big
beast in
His
that.
suit
Yeah.
fits him so well.
Dude, to be honest, that guy looked good.
Oh yeah.
He was
He
tight
does
in that
look
suit.
good.
So that was one thing we knew he was in the movie.
Right.
Yes,
I didn't know how big of a
exactly.
role he was going
Yeah.
to have, but to just see him bust up, what was it, Deadshot?
Deadshot, yeah.
He took him down, and he was
Right
beast
up in
mode.
that.
I mean, that was a really great scene. Because as it's about to happen, I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
Batman's
exactly.
gonna
Batman
show
shows
up.
up.
Exactly.
And here he is.
Yep.
And it was a really great
It's
moment
me,
because that's the
Batman.
first time in the movie
Yeah.
that we see Batman.
And then we see him again when he's trying to take out the Joker and Harley Quinn. But everybody's seen that thanks to
Yeah, you've
more
already seen
trailers.
that.
But-
Third time.
To kind of
Yeah.
add into like what Sean was saying, I mean, it wasn't like
What's
they
up
were
with
kind
that?
of like, oh, this is a Suicide Squad movie. They're not like, ooh, they're just like, boom, no, Batman's here. He is. Deal with this shit.
Yeah.
Like they just like it was part of like
Yeah,
the
and
story.
Batman was a stinger in the end, too. Trying to get his little
Oh, yeah.
Justice League going
Oh
there.
yes.
He was
that's a nice
Samuel L.
little-
Jackson.
Little spoiler, we knew it was. I mean, we know Justice League's coming, but
Yeah.
it was nice that they addressed that.
Yeah, it
What I
definitely gave
don't
me that
Let's do that
feel
for-
of the Avengers.
Understand though is like she gave him the information on like the little teaser. You could see that it was Barry Allen.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you introduce Barry Allen again?
I know, we just
Like,
saw him in
what?
the trailer.
Yeah.
That's dumb as hell.
Well, I mean,
It was
because
kind of silly.
I mean, who were they
timing.
going to show?
Well,
Yeah, they
why
really-
they also
Could have
showed
showed
Wonder
another
Woman.
character that they didn't
But-
show us a comic.
But that's the problem is we already know Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman,
Yeah,
Flash,
Maybe that could have been an extra surprise
Aquaman.
person.
yeah,
Cyborg. We already know those characters are popping up.
right.
Did it?
You know, they can't like show. Oh, here's Hal Jordan
Who was the?
because they haven't cast them. yet, right?
Yeah, who was the first character that she when he was flipping through though?
That was the
That was the
it
witch.
the witch.
Wasn't it? It was the
Yeah, it was the
Enchantress.
witch.
He basically got gypped on that deal. He got a bunch of
That's
dead people.
why I was like,
in,
in
the record.
my head, I'm like, do I not understand something? I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
No,
I think
is
she
she
was
this?
just like-
she was just showing everybody that she
Yeah.
had
all the info
of the meta human.
Sure. Okay.
Which to
fair
be
enough.
fair, Bruce Wayne probably already has that shit
So he's
because
probably
he's
just
Bruce
flipping
Wayne.
through it.
Yeah, okay, Albert or Alfred. My bad.
my bestie from high school.
Yeah,
Big
his
Albert.
high school best friend from Batman v Superman. That guy was hacking away a fucking storm on the computer.
figure it out.
That guy probably could give Mr. Robot a run for his money. So I'm pretty sure he would have gotten the information way before Batman had to make some kind of deal like this.
Yeah.
But
And that's another thing is Joker was involved enough that I feel like Batman should have shown up.
A
yeah, a
bit
little
more.
bit more. Yeah,
Yeah, I
It
agree.
Just took the Joker down.
yeah. He should
But
have
that
jumped on
didn't
the
He really
helicopter
did
or
do it.
something.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't in Gotham, so Batman has that tracker around his ankle. He's not allowed to leave Gotham.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't know.
So is that where him and Amanda met up?
What are you talking about,
Amanda
Sean?
Waller at the end of the movie?
Oh yeah, that's probably actually what it is.
They probably all
It looked
in
like
Gotham
she was
right
at
there.
his house. I don't know what they were
Yeah.
going to do.
It was
there.
a
That was a
holiday
restaurant
inn.
because he was
It
leaving.
was a holiday. Inn.
Oh, gotcha.
Holiday.
Holiday
Yeah.
Inn. Bob Evans.
It was a Motel
Was
6.
that the lady director, Amanda?
Amanda
That was her
Waller,
name.
yeah.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
a real bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
Hey,
no
you seen
soul.
the Make a Murder or How to Get Away with Murder?
No.
That's the name of the show, right? I'm saying that right?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Okay,
something like
because
that,
you guys
yeah.
all looked at me like I was
I
crazy.
was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Was she in it?
No, she's like the main person in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
that
really?
Teaches all the kids how to get away with murder. Yeah, but she's a real badass in that TV
God,
show
she
too.
had no fear.
So
She
they just
really has no
grabbed
fear.
her and put her in this.
Yeah, they
Like
just told her,
here-
"Hey, that character that you play in that one show, could you do that in this DC
That-
movie?
that
You
is
just
no
kill
problem.
people in
Yeah.
addition, please.
How to get away with murder? You know, you just shoot them in the head multiple times. That's what she does.
Which, yeah, I was about to say. Wow.
I
That
always
was
Hey,
ridiculous.
look at all you interns. Thanks for helping me out with cleaning this stuff up. And see ya. Capped a bunch of them in the head.
Going back to the movie though, I think the best performances
We were talking
Right,
about the
about-
movie,
yeah.
Eddie.
No, we
You were
were
looking at
not.
it.
We were talking about some other show.
We just talked about them shooting the interns.
Yeah, it's called
That was
Stranger
the thing in
Things.
the movie.
Yeah.
I was
Going
kidding.
back to the movie Stranger Things.
Yeah, there we go.
Harley Quinn, I think, did an excellent job.
Yes.
I have a problem with her.
She didn't suck.
No,
Yeah,
I
no,
thought,
she
I
was
thought I
definitely
honestly
the
was
right
gonna
amount of
hate
crazy.
her.
She was very
Yes.
crazy.
She was
But yeah, I
crazy.
actually did enjoy her.
Her character is over the top. Every version of her that I've seen has been over the top. So I expected something over the top, and I got it.
She
Yeah,
delivers.
I
Yeah.
feel like she was over top, but she wasn't enough to where she was annoying every time you saw her. She,
Right.
Well, they kind of
It was
addressed that in the
close.
movie too. Like one of them's like every time you open your mouth,
Oh
it's
yeah,
just like
Deadpool basically shit all over her.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Deadshot.
there was-
Glad you went with it, Doug.
He's like, that, nope.
So
That's
is
the
there-
problem. There's too many damn superheroes out there.
I honestly thought it was a Deadshot movie
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was watching it.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, that's
I
because
mean,
he was
it's
the
the main-
main
Will
monster.
Smith.
yeah,
you know.
that's what I'm saying though.
So
Like,
I
he
have
was
a
the
question.
main character in that.
He was like
For-
the leader.
He
for
was.
Sean. So are Deadshot and Harley Quinn, do they have something?
So I think in the comic books, I know there was an animated film, Assault on Arkham.
Okay.
That they kind of played around with that
Seen that.
dynamic a little bit.
Okay, because it just seemed like they really
Well, because
they
they've
were
all
really
been
into
in the
each
same
other.
movie together too. The
Yeah.
actual people.
Well, Yeah, but
That
Well,
can
no,
feed
but
off
they're
of it.
that
but they're
doesn't
being
mean anything here.
they're characters.
It looked like it to me.
Well, hey.
No, they're not gonna stop and make out in the middle because it's Will Smith.
well,
I thought they almost did.
Yeah,
Let me
they
put you
got
down
really
from this
close.
car.
You got to
Yeah.
kind of think too, because I mean he's a big paid actor, and he actually literally turned down Independence Day to do
Well,
this movie.
To be fair,
Yeah.
he
What
made
a
the right-
shame.
He rolled the
I mean,
dice.
He rolled
And
dice and
he-
he was
he came
terrible.
up-
so he got a
came up
big
good.
he came up
paycheck.
good.
I mean,
on
I think
what side?
in an alternate world, we'd be
Not
having
being
this
Independence.
conversation about Independence.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He was-
And then Ryan would give it a thumbs up, probably.
Oh yeah. Ryan did give
What?
Independence Day a thumbs
I
up.
I
Oh,
liked
yeah.
Batman vs Superman, and everyone
can,
else hated it.
You can
I
check
didn't
out
say
Ryan's
I never
blog.
said I hated that movie.
Oh, it was a fun
it's just
movie,
not,
right?
It's not great.
Is that what we're
It
going
delivered
with?
on the Batman v Superman part.
Well,
Yeah.
for 5 minutes, and
I
then
mean,
they
it did.
made up.
The movie was what the title of the movie was.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
It was
Everything
not.
else was not great, but it delivered on the fight.
Yeah.
All right.
The fight was pretty good. If you like watching Godzilla punch a god, a demigod,
I mean,
Yeah.
because
would love
Batman
to see
moved like
that.
fucking Godzilla in that movie. Slow as shit.
I thought Deadshot was good. I liked Will Smith as him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was really
Yeah,
impressive.
I
wasn't a bad
honestly thought
character.
I was.
No,
that was
I like the
one
character.
I thought I was really gonna
Will
hate.
Smith actually
really made
trained.
that one really
he trained
good.
with Navy SEALs. for this movie.
I hope
for
it was a
few-
better Navy
few
SEAL
weeks.
than that Navy SEAL in this fucking movie.
Oh,
That Joel
good
Kinnaman?
lord,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, are we talking about Flag right
We're
now?
talking about Flag, boy.
Because that guy was the worst.
That guy,
What was
that guy
his first
deserves
name?
some rock.
Holy crap!
Rick Flag.
That was the worst.
Rick Flag.
I
Just
thought they said Ric
performance.
Flair at first.
Dude, I honestly could not get
I wish
his
the
name.
Ric Flair
And then-
was in that.
And then I got a little excited. I was like, "Oh shit! What is
Dude, he was
this?"
so
Yeah.
bad.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, he was annoying.
I think
I think
he
it
was the
was.
same that he's in any movie.
Okay, but here's
It was
my gripe. My
so
biggest
bad.
gripe with
Yeah.
him: the dude's voice is like 27 decibels lower than your human ear is
Yeah.
allowed to hear. So every time that guy fucking talked, I couldn't hear jack shit come out of his
And
mouth.
but his one-liners were so stupid.
Yes, his
And
one-liners. The writing for his
holy crap,
character
who wrote
was
those?
You know,
bad.
And
They outsourced
I'm gonna
that.
check, but I think someone else was originally in that part.
Dude,
Really?
that guy looked like he weighed about $1.50.
He
It
did,
was
every
actually-
time we saw him, his eyes were slowly
Oh, yeah.
sinking in. I'm like, what is?
Yeah, because
The-
it wasn't
happened
eating.
to
The
you?
main
He was probably
character
so
or the main
nervous.
actor that they were gonna have be Rick Flag was actually Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom
Oh,
Hardy would
that-
have been
that's
better.
right.
That would have
was
been awesome.
shit. What did
That's
they
right.
do?
Originally, it was
But
Tom
he
Hardy
said no
'Cause
to
of
do
Bane?
the
Well,
Revenant.
he was already Bane.
to do the Revenant.
He said no to do the Revenant.
I guess he could have pulled it off.
Oh,
if he was wearing
thank
a mask.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could
That's
have.
that's way
I would have
better.
even taken Mark
Well, who knows?
Wahlberg over
Maybe,
this guy.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
He was at least a
little
pretty
Marky
decent.
Mark in there.
Well, we had
Yeah.
poor man's Mark Wahlberg in there.
Yeah, that's true.
As that one prison guard.
Yeah, no, that guy actually gave me.
That guy's
probably-
hilarious.
Poor man's
He
Mark
made
Wahlberg.
my
That,
day. Actually,
He probably gave me the most laughs
He
in that
did.
movie.
Was that Scott Eastwood?
because he was from
No.
the Mindy
It
Project.
was,
Yeah,
it was,
exactly.
another actor.
Dude, that guy was
Okay.
hilarious.
Hold on, I'll get you here in a second with who.
What?
No, we
it
just
is.
They
had
didn't.
it.
That was another thing. They never explained really what happened to that guy. So Joker, I guess because he gave her the
He
phone.
didn't-
I think he's just a henchman now.
Yeah,
You
I don't
think
think
so?
anything happened.
Yeah, I think we'll see in Batman.
name's Ike.
He's Joker's bitch.
I don't know what the hell.
Baron Holtz. Yeah.
Barrel.
Oh
Ike
yeah.
Baron Holtz.
Yeah, he's
That's
been,
right.
Ike
Mindy
B.
Project, he was hilarious, and so
Oh, he's a funny
okay.
actor.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to come back, and he never came back. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's
well
what I'm
because
saying.
they only went back to the prison at the end. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they
we
should
don't
have
even
shown.
know what was
Wait,
going on.
did they show him there?
No, they
No?
didn't show him at the end.
No.
No.
Hmm.
And that-
like we said, he's probably one of Joker's bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
But
Well,
he
that
was.
sucks.
It was. I liked him actually in it.
Why would you? Why?
And then my boy, what was the guy's name that flew up? And then
Oh, Slipknot.
Slipknot.
his name was Slipknot.
Yeah, I
That
think it is,
character
actually.
with the
That
shooting
was the greatest
So-
thing I've ever. You put a character in just to.
You know, and when
we're
they
allowed to, we're talking about this.
so
now,
when
right?
they introduced,
Yeah.
literally
yeah.
used him just to blow him his
Yeah.
head up,
I
just
knew
to
this-
put him in it.
I knew the character was in here, and even I'm not really familiar with him.
right, exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But in the beginning of the movie, when they're introducing all the characters,
Oh.
I said, "Where is this character?" And even there's that part where they're in that conference room, and you see the characters on the projector on the back.
He wasn't
Yeah,
in it?
exactly.
You see him.
Oh, he was on there. Okay,
And I thought, why is he not?
they
there?
just wanted him.
And we find out really.
They
quickly
literally
why.
just
Yeah.
put him in to kill
I
him.
seriously, when they showed up, I was like, okay, here's another random character they introduced,
Thank
kind of
you.
like
Yeah.
the
He's a pretty
Katana
shitty
chick.
like DC character. Too.
Yeah, but then they just killed him off. Like
The Katana
within
chick was
3
super
minutes.
weird too. He
Yeah, they
literally just hopped
Oh,
in
hey.
on the helicopter.
Well,
and-
because
And
Katana-
it was there to show us that okay, they're serious.
Kat-
about
yeah,
killing.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I got,
Katana
but I
is-
thought that was hilarious. That literally was your character. Just
Yeah.
to get your head
Katana's
blown off.
not in Suicide Squad. She's just a
She was a
bodyguard
helper,
for
I-
Rick Flag.
Well,
Yeah.
she's not a part of the team. She's not one of the villains, so to speak.
Yeah,
Like,
she
has
was
to be
she was
detached
kind of strange. I
the
felt like she was
comics.
tacked on a little
She's
bit.
a pretty badass character though.
She- I like her
absolutely.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, by the way, this is Katana chick.
Yeah.
She's hopping on the helicopter with
There's
you.
Rick Flag.
Well,
That's the
well,
will cut you
but
in half.
again,
Shut up, Rick
but-
Flag.
but again,
terrible.
that goes back to the pacing of the movie, which I don't.
Exactly.
I didn't get that. Some of the
Exactly.
stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like it did look
You know,
like
the-
they were
the-
missing parts.
The
of it.
fact that they just introduced people, like 3 or 4 people out of nowhere, when they took so much
me,
for everyone else, was just weird.
Ryan's
Yeah.
clipping the. I'm
Yeah, but I mean-
apologize.
It's
if
okay.
Ryan broke
It's-
anyone's eardrums. This is good though. Good
But we
change of
get to be
pace.
hyped.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Of
You can
hatred.
tell him. See, look at
But
the
like you
thumbs
were
down are
saying-
coming through.
Yeah,
Like can I said like Eddie to elaborate on what Eddie's saying, like they just kind of just like there's a character,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
there's a little funny,
Just toss 'em in there.
and there's
Yeah.
oh shit, scene change.
Yeah.
yeah.
There was
Well,
a
I mean,
couple
that
of
happens
those.
in editing. I'm sure there's
I feel like-
much more to that.
You guys like
Exactly.
They had to cut
superheroes?
it.
Here's
I mean,
another
that's
4.
happened. That
Yeah.
happened.
Here's
I
another
feel
4,
like
but he's gonna get shot in
with
the
the
head.
scene with
And blown
Diablo
up.
when Deadshot is like, "Come on, do your shit," because you've been doing nothing this whole fucking movie, and you're a dead ass character, and he like just destroys it. I feel like that
Diablo's
cinematic was like not built up.
Right.
It was
The way
not,
they did
it
it.
was not
No.
good.
I
I will
would-
admit that was not.
I thought the
Whatever they
same
did,
thing.
That was
not
weak.
good.
I felt
It
Like,
was
Yeah.
there was no explosion. It was just fire coming out of his hands, and
Which
they
we already saw him do that.
Well,
Exactly.
it was just like the yard scene. Where
Oh
he
yeah,
just-
in the prison.
that was really like
That looked
Yeah.
really
done.
shitty.
Yeah, that did
Thank
look
you.
good.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like, that
honestly
was,
looked
You
like
know,
some YouTube effects.
he's just looking around.
They freaking patched
you know what
that
actually
together.
was
Oh,
bothered
if we
me
could
about
do
him.
those effects.
Hey, you know what? We
Wouldn't be
probably
saying.
could because I think
That
there's-
one?
What is that? Flame.
They just told everybody to get off the
.exe?
screen.
You know, just
Well,
What
sit there and
bothered
load
me
that up.
about him, and what's his name again? Diablo.
El
Diablo.
Diablo.
His CGI was a little off with the fire, but then when they show him playing with the fire in his hand and he puts the cup over it,
The dancer.
Yeah.
the dancer looked bad. It looked very bad.
I know.
Well,
And-
it's a flame. I mean,
And
what's it
all
really
of
supposed to
the,
look
you know
like?
how he
Yeah.
says
Captain Boomerang with his little flashlight.
when Diablo is talking to Flag and he says bye with his hands.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No.
that was.
he has
No.
full control over it though.
Yes,
That
but
is part of what the
but I
character
understand that when he's throwing a huge, fire flame.
Okay,
at
so what about when he turned into a fucking giant skeleton monster?
That's Diablo.
That
Turn-
was
well, he
friggin'
turned into
awesome.
Groot.
Yeah,
he
no,
turned
it
into
was-
Flame
it was-
Groot.
So he was
Where
just.
did
He was
it come
a. He was a
from?
god.
Yeah, he was
And
also a
he's-
demigod.
And
He's
it
an
was kind
elevated
of thrown out
metahuman.
when the Enchantress she said.
Yeah, she said it when
"How
she
long
brought
have
him
you
out
been able
there.
to see or something
I
like
got that, but I just
Oh.
didn't. So like he was just born.
She
As, like-
recognized his power because she even in
Yeah, she
the
called him
line
out in
she
the-
said
Says his power is
metahuman.
magic.
Because honestly, when he was fighting that guy, I was about to just tell Flag to not detonate the bomb.
Yeah, he
Dude
was
was tearing
melting
it
his
up.
fucking
Yeah, he was
chest.
melting his
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah, his chest
Yeah.
was gone,
I
and
was
then
like,
all of a sudden
hold
he
up.
starts
He's
dying.
got
I'm like,
this.
Yeah,
what?
that was odd because all of a
Yeah.
sudden he's just like, oh, I'm
because they had to like blow
I'm
him
gonna
up.
run out of
Yeah.
fire.
He's like,
And
oh,
then
got to
the poor
move the
Navy
story.
SEAL, "Are we gonna detonate? Yeah, but you're gonna die, bro. Sorry.
I don't
What
remember
is
him
that?
telling him that.
Couldn't you have like tied a string to that clip or something?
Oh,
and
the
just be
seal?
Like, dunk? Yeah.
The Navy
Yeah,
SEAL.
the
at the
seal
bottom?
with the detonator.
Or how
so
about
he was-
they
so
have
he was
all
fucking
that
died.
technology? They can't
Yes.
remote detonate a fucking.
But he was
explosive?
gung ho to do this mission. He
Well, I
never
think Flag was
hesitated
being a real
at all.
douche. He didn't tell him he was going to die.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
true.
he didn't know about
He told him what
He
it
was probably
rad.
too stupid. He was just like, "Hey, buddy, can you go swim down there and push this button for me?"
Got it, bro.
Sure. What's it going to do? I don't know.
Bring
It's
the
this big
crocodile
old
You only
out.
have
bomb.
1 second, so good luck
something's
thinking
gonna
that one
happen.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Just blow it.
did they even
And then that
explain?
explosion like destroyed that.
It didn't even
That
show
Jamie
that.
or
Go.
whatever.
Like, all
They
he
had
saw was
helicopters with rockets coming off of it. They had all these machine guns
Oh,
that
yeah.
couldn't damage that guy. But don't worry, I've got this bomb that's been sitting down there for 3 days.
The only thing I
Oh,
can
If
say.
you're- here's the thing: if you're in a Suicide Squad, don't get in a helicopter.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna get shot
Oh,
down.
absolutely.
How many got shot down?
Don't
3 or
don't
4?
fly.
Four, I think.
That was
And-
Every time.
The only thing I can kind of say is that Diablo weakened him
right.
a lot.
Yeah, we
he
got
did.
that. That's why we
But-
thought he was gonna win.
Did they cue into like what the fuck happened? Like how did he die? You didn't actually see that.
No, you don't see
No,
his
all you
body.
see
It
is
just
literally
goes like,
They
explosion,
ran
and
their
then that's
their
it.
flame
And
fire
then-
budget ran out.
What
Yeah.
happened to Diablo?
Diablo.
What was
RIP, I
what
guess.
was
He's
what
obviously
was
dead.
left? What was that? A piece of him or something? What was?
Well, yeah,
the
like,
thing that
what
we
was
saw?
they
I think
showing?
that was part of his shirt or something.
Is that
or
what
his
it was?
pants? I don't know.
He
He
didn't
was
really
like
have
he
a
was
shirt.
one
He
of his
had a-
tattoos.
he had a,
He's
white
like
yeah,
a
he had a wife beater.
freaking demigod almost.
which was
at that
weird
point.
because he killed his wife. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Well,
He's
that was a
RIP.
lot of.
And his kid.
and his kids.
They
jeez.
had to explain his backstory with the wife beater.
Yeah, while they were all drinking and just really
Oh,
big.
and
Debbie
speaking of his
Downer.
wife, you want to kick it?
Oh my god, dude, that was so bad.
No, you want
I
to
was
kick
like,
I get it.
Is
Essay?
this 96?
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
the
I didn't.
hell?
It felt like I was watching
terrible.
House Party.
Hey, you want me to put the kids down and then we
Oh,
can
then we
kick
kick it.
You want to kill the kids, then we can kick it.
Yeah, that was terrible. And the best part that I thought was hilarious was when the witch says enough of this and takes all their weapons away.
Oh, yeah.
Why were you fighting in the
Yeah,
first place
why
then?
didn't you do
Yeah.
that?
Then why are you using swords? You're a witch. Do anything else you want. You have a gigantic spell thing in the back, and
Yeah.
you're.
I
fighting with
never
swords.
understand that in movies like this.
What
when
the-
the supervillain has got
How many times
all
do you
the
get kicked in the
powers-
chest and
yeah.
hit a
Oh,
seat
God, I'm
or
fighting everybody.
A wall.
How does she know where all this is?
Yeah, exactly. That,
Well,
oh god.
to add on to that,
that
the way
made
that
me-
she
that
got
angered me.
killed
Yeah.
was very weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should have definitely been dead a long time ago.
Yeah.
They could have definitely eaten her brain and gotten all the information. I don't know what this witch does, but that sounds like something that she'd probably be able to do.
What I don't get is Amanda gets mad and starts stabbing the heart.
She stabs that bitch like 7 times.
But then, if she wanted to end her, why didn't
Yeah,
she just crush it?
Well, hold on. They didn't really explain that because
That-
the
yeah.
brother gave him sort of some kind of powers
Yes,
where the
that's
heart
what I'm
didn't control
saying.
her anymore.
But then she still needed it at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah,
I'm
there
like,
were some
what?
loose ends with the.
yeah,
I was
with
so
the
confused
by
rules
that
on
shit.
that.
And I think all of that just again goes back to the pacing and the writing the editing even, it was just a little off.
The Enchantress was just,
Yeah.
she was just weird all around.
She was a weak
weird
character.
She is a
character.
very
Well, I think that was
powerful
maybe the
character
point.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she was like dancing over there.
The
What
movie-
was going on with
Oh,
her?
yeah.
First of all, she
true.
looked like a dirty hobo in the beginning.
Thank you.
and then she turns into this super goddess because of what? Because her brother helped her?
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
did this come
And
from?
she's just
really
like,
went
I
wrong
want,
with that
I want
character.
all your information so I can destroy everything.
And then she
Can you
kept-
just figure that out anyway?
She kept saying, "I want to destroy all your armies." Like,
That's what I didn't understand that at all.
why you want
Yeah.
to destroy all the
Yeah.
armies? You
And then
weirdo!
in
Just
the
destroy
end,
Just
the
make
world.
your own
She's
army and
lightning
kill
and
everybody with your dumb black goo things that were going
Dumb
around.
black goo things.
God Almighty!
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
She had to kiss every single one of them too.
Yeah, no, she
My
was definitely
God,
making.
she was
That's
making
a
out with
weird
everybody.
ability. Okay, here's
Yeah.
here's the thing. We're gonna have you kiss people and turn them into these weird, looking like they came out of The Last
Can
of
I
Us.
just touch them?
Yeah,
And then when they were talking originally about it, when they saw them, the bad goo things, they're like, "Stay away from 'em. We don't know how to kill them," or they were saying something to avoid them, and then they just go in and they start killing them anyway.
well, that's because Deadshot got all
That's 'cause
ballsy and
Deadshot
walked
is a
up.
bad
Deadshot, that scene was pretty dope.
Yeah, dude,
He was going to
Okay, so
town.
is he a metahuman or is he just that good?
He's.
I think he's a
that good.
metahuman.
I don't know if they've ever said.
He's like just super
Exactly.
gifted.
Well, because yes, that.
He's a
But
Captain
at what
Boomerang
point
metahuman.
That
is
was
he
like-
super
He's
gifted
like the
versus
bat.
meta?
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's something
Boomerang.
that they've explained somewhere before. He's essentially like the opposite of Batman. So if Batman just wanted to go around shooting people, that's who he would be.
Is that why he wanted to? That's why he wanted
Okay.
to shoot.
He's got the
Batman?
gadgets.
He's like Batman
Can you
without the
explain
money.
that scene to me?
He's got an assload of
Then
money.
he wanted
though.
to shoot
Well,
Batman.
probably
Did he
all
kill
got taken away
Did
when
he
he got
kill
arrested.
Batman?
Yeah. What
That's
was
that-
what was the
Probably
problem?
seized all his
Enchantress-
assets.
Enchantress put
I got
dreams, so he
But-
thought it
But
was
Harley Quinn was actually positive.
Right.
yes, but
And
that's
Deadshot
because
was
that's what
super
they
negative.
that's
The
what
thing
they
is-
wanted.
If Deadshot had shot Batman,
Oh yeah,
That
then he
was-
wouldn't have gotten
he would
arrested.
still
He
be
would
with
still
his-
be with
and
his
So
daughter.
Batman was kind of a dick, trying,
well,
caught up
Batman
with
was
his
trying
kid.
to. Okay, he was an
Batman was
like, what are you
assassin.
gonna do, buddy?
He's a hitman.
Batman is Batman.
Yeah.
He's doing his
Yeah.
job.
He was doing it. He's a hitman. Deadshot deserved to get arrested. Let's
Yeah.
get
I know.
that
No, that's
straight.
what I meant. But he planned it perfect. He's like, I got your kid right here. You ain't gonna do anything.
Well, he
Just
said, "I don't
live
want
up.
to do this in front of your daughter."
no,
That's what I'm saying.
They tipped Batman off to where he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
The only
and-
reason
and-
why
and
he
when
was
you say-
in Gotham was because his daughter's there. That's what they said.
Why didn't he
His
move out of
daughter
Gotham?
lives in Gotham because of the mom. The mom lives there.
Yeah,
So that's why Batman got him there.
That's why I know because they don't really kind of go like, "Oh, we're in a different city." They're just like,
Yeah,
"These
exactly.
all
And
look the
did
same."
anyone else see that said Gotham, New Jersey or Jersey on one of the
I
scenes?
didn't
They
see
said
I wouldn't doubt
something.
You saw that, right?
But Killer Croc was from Tampa, Florida.
I did
Yes.
see that.
Whoa.
Represent. We're the dirty
dirty,
Dirty
alligator
Florida.
south.
dirty
Okay,
alligator style.
Going back to Killer Croc, which me and Eddie were kind of like talking. You
please
couldn't
tell
hear
me.
us.
Okay.
Who the hell was Common?
Common was
Common was
not.
just,
Common was the guy that got shot by the Joker after he had
politely-
Harley. Yeah, after he politely declined getting a lap dance from Harley
and
Quinn.
Joker
But it
didn't
was just
that.
like-
He
yeah.
was like, "No, you need to ride this
Yeah,
right
he's
now."
like, he's like,
Dude,
you better
that scene
ride
right
the
there,
train.
actually, I was like,
That really
this
weirded
is
me
the
out.
dumbest
It
thing
was-
I've ever seen in my life.
That
I
scene,
felt it was tense.
Yeah.
because you could see the.
That's
fucking
the Joker
crazy.
that I got from it.
They
That
were
was
building
so
the
awkward.
Joker.
He was awkward.
They were building the Joker. They were giving
they're
you
building him as this crazy.
his essence of just like
So
this one's batshit insane.
the funny thing about that is instead of using just a regular actor
Mhm.
or a regular
Why'd they use
extra,
Common?
they use Common.
That's what I was saying.
well, because
hilarious.
it's common.
Yeah.
Common
And he didn't-
probably wanted to be in a.
you
superhero
could barely
movie.
tell that
Probably.
it was Common.
Yeah,
I know,
this
it
guy was
It was
buff.
difficult
I
because
could
I
tell it
was
was
sitting there
Common
like,
right
I
off
know
the
this
bat.
guy.
You guys just aren't true Common fans.
Yeah, what the
Are you
hell?
shitting me? He
I-
had like
I do,
a zero gauge nose ring.
Well, yeah, that's because you haven't seen Common's old shit. Back
But
where he
I thought it
rocked
was great that Common was it. Common, I think is.
I felt
actually
bad for
pretty
him.
great
I felt like
actor.
that was
Yeah.
No, I agree.
If you
so it was
very
fun
nice.
to
I thought that
see
was a
him
Common is a
terrible
great actor.
realize who it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
I'm
was-
not trying to disrespect.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm going to shoot you in the face anyway.
What do you mean you're trying to disrespect?
What just happened?
No. Yeah, no, that was definitely.
Now, do you think there's a
0
little
to
more to
100.
that? Do we think there's going to be a Common Jared Leto thing?
Oh no,
Well,
definitely not.
He
Not
just straight
unless,
shot him in the face.
not unless he like took his body and like put his skin on or something.
Yeah.
Which I could see this Joker doing some.
when they
stupid
dove
shit
into
like that.
the thing.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
totally possible.
Another weird.
Yeah.
Joker likes to wear
Was that
skin
in
on
the
his
comic
face.
book or
well,
anything?
it's
Oh, yeah.
his skin, but yes.
He likes to wear
You know
skin on his
something
face.
interesting about the Joker, the character? They actually had Ryan Gosling slated to be the Joker,
That,
which would
I
have
don't-
changed that movie completely.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
To be fair, I don't know if you guys are. What was his name? Jared Leto.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I haven't really seen a lot of his work, but I wasn't a big fan going into it, and don't really care for him as an actor. I guess.
What about
he's?
I've seen a few things. I like him.
Yeah.
They announced him. I was actually
I thought
excited.
he'd do good.
Yeah.
He was in what was
But
it?
It's
Dallas Buyers Club.
yeah. He was
and
really
he was great
in
in that.
That's
Uh,
true.
Yeah.
he does more movies you don't watch.
When you're
Yeah. Exactly.
when they're saying this person's gonna play the Joker, you don't really know what to expect. Especially if you think back to Heath Ledger.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everyone was very against that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember personally because I was working at a movie theater at the time, so
Right.
that was big news. And I remember like, wow, that sounds really interesting. Never once was I like, oh, that's not good.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We all know
Well,
how that turned out.
Not even going that far back. Ben Affleck.
yeah,
Batman.
I mean, we went to a convention like that weekend.
I like Ben Affleck.
And people were really
I don't know if
against
I've mentioned
Ben Affleck
that.
as Batman, and I'm sitting there like, no, this is going to be the greatest thing ever.
Batfleck.
Yeah, I
And-
think it's. I don't think it's
Bat
bad. I
Fleck.
think they're going to build a good platform.
sounds
for
like
these
I
guys.
personally think
Back
Affleck's
fat.
I mean,
probably the best
Ben
Batman
Affleck
at
found
this
his
point.
Yeah,
calling.
I
bro.
agree.
Dude,
I mean, I
Batman,
don't
bro.
necessarily agree with, his violent tendencies.
But him as
as
playing
Batman,
him
but-
as playing the character.
yeah, but his
Yeah.
character as Batman is, and even more importantly,
I like that
his
he
character
punched
is
Harley
Bruce
Quinn.
As
Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's
that's
a
the one
hunter
character
right
I
off.
never
That made me
quite
laugh.
felt they
Yes,
got right.
he's a great
Bruce
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne.
He's dark,
He's very dark.
Yeah.
and that's
Well,
Batman.
You
I
know,
mean,
like,
That's-
in this universe,
That's the Batman
someone died
synopsis.
and Robin died, so you would probably, we haven't seen that Batman before.
well, he had his high school buddy
Yeah.
next to him now.
What
Yeah, I
about
mean, him and Alfred are probably going to hit
Just
the
hanging
club.
out, drink
So,
some buds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Go
were
out
in
and
the
chop
they
some
were in
wood.
the strip club that
Oh,
Common
really?
got killed. Yeah.
That's probably
Just
makes
in the
sense.
background.
Oh, that
They're like,
makes
"Oh,
sense.
we gotta go."
what about how do I say it? Like
Well, this is spoilers, so go for it.
the choice
one?
that the bad guys, and I'm doing air quotes with my fingers so people are
choice-
listening.
Wait, do that again?
The fact
Wait,
that
no,
their
yeah,
choice of
yeah.
either
Okay.
getting
The choice,
killed
so you're talking
or...
Are you
about-
talking about
Enchantress?
the Enchantress?
No, like the Suicide Squad, like
Yeah.
Deadshot. Like, with the scene where they're sitting
What
there
was their
drinking at the bar.
motivation?
Okay.
Aside from the conversation they have, like, what really makes them decide to go do anything? Other than
Honestly-
like the peril of them like losing
Well,
like their will
well,
to do what they want.
that's the
I mean-
backstory. That's what their backstory is for. The only backstory that doesn't make sense is Diablo. Why would he do it if he had already really given up on life? Why would
Well,
he
that was
agree to it?
Well, he agreed to because he had
Yeah, I
a
mean-
thing.
Oh.
in his
I don't
neck.
even think it was that. I was
He
thinking it
get
was just, he's just kind of forced to be
That's
there.
what I'm saying. He was
Yeah.
forced to be there because he had.
Yes,
bomb in his
but he
neck.
had
He
no
wanted to
will
die.
to.
But he
really.
breaks
He
the
wanted to
fucking
die.
thing.
Yeah.
He breaks the control, and what's her name is
at
taken
that,
hostage. They know
well,
that.
at that point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but they
No.
at that point they know that Rick Flag is trying to basically
and I
save
think
his girlfriend.
Harley Quinn kind of told him to buck up, stop being a pussy, literally.
So
Yeah.
they basically
And
just
kinda
kind of
like-
just
he's
like,
Yeah, because Croc actually turned the wrong. He was turning to leave, and she was going this way, and then
Yeah.
she's like pussies, and he's like, "Damn it!" So
Yeah.
he turned around too.
That
That's
was a
true.
long swim back to Tampa.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, well,
he
But-
swims fast as hell.
But I just love how they
Yeah.
made it
Yeah,
super
did you
awkward. He
see
couldn't
him-
even get in the water with them.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
"We're
God.
good, bro. Don't go in the water with
That
me."
was weird.
the way he
I'm
got
not
in the
killing
water,
you.
I was like,
That was.
Yeah.
That was
just
Oh,
grab
that
one.
little
I
crawl.
was like,
I-
couldn't he just?
that
The,
was
Jump
the
in?
weird
Couldn't he
crawl.
jump in?
They had
The
that,
way
they
he
had
got
that
into the
giant
water.
zoom on his
Crawl
butt.
like
I
a
was like,
lady.
It
I was
almost
expecting
feels
a
like
tail or something.
yeah, it
I
almost
mean,
feels like he should have had like floaties on because
Right.
he couldn't swim.
Yeah.
And then like the instant like the rest, like his torso is in the water, just jet. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
going on?
It was so that there was so
It was
many
very
scenes out
weird.
there.
That was- yeah,
I was
that
Then
was
he just
what?
like starts killing all those dudes.
yeah,
Which I mean, I guess we could have saw that coming.
that's
but,
true.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean, he
he's
just
in his
really went for
he's
it.
in his natural element. He's in
I mean,
sewage
true.
water.
That is true.
I
mean, as long as he
sewage
gets
water
the
is his
heat.
natural.
Hey, Tampa, Florida.
Tampa water.
TT.
Tampa sewage water,
Oh my
pristine for mutant crocodiles.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh, jeez.
There was so many
Well,
questions.
we have alligators here, but
So
Yeah, Killer Croc, but
Same
he's from
difference.
Kansas.
after that movie, where does the universe go? Where's the DC universe go? Because
Well, it's going straight to Justice.
well, I mean,
No,
technically,
Wonder
it's
Woman.
Wonder Woman.
It's Wonder Woman.
I don't think that's going to have anything to do with because it's in the past and everything else.
Will they cue in Suicide Squad screwing around and conflicting with Justice League at some point?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think they will,
Because
but they
Well,
even
that'd be
cue at the
interesting.
end of the film.
Yes, they do.
said-
When Batman is talking,
he says, "Let me
to-
take care of him."
Yeah, he's like basically he's like
Or
keep
I'll
your
take
shit
care.
away from me.
He basically said, "My friends will do the protecting from now on. You don't need to get your shitty squad together."
But
don't get your
the squad is
metahuman.
Yeah, don't.
The squad is still
motivate them with
around.
bombs in their head.
The squad is still around. It's not like they're just gonna back down.
It's true.
But they're locked up right now, so
they're just on reserves.
Well, not Harley.
Well, Harley.
That's true.
Well, no, she's still in it. Well,
no.
And she doesn't have a bomb in her neck either.
So maybe that's the Batman movie.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he could have broke them all out.
That's
and
true.
then
They did kind of
could
leave
be
that
their own
completely
squad
open.
of bad guys.
Well, that'd be
but Joker does.
that would be very interesting for that universe because they set
Harley
up
cares
this
about
movie.
him.
They set up this movie for us
She
to
kept saying
like
that's my
all of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So if they do a movie where it's Justice League versus Suicide Squad,
they're gonna get annihilated.
Superman
Oh,
will
yeah.
destroy
Are
them
you
all.
kidding me?
Well, that's what I'm saying, though.
well,
It's like-
Superman is not around
I'm not
right
saying.
now.
He'll be in the Justice League.
I'm not saying
He's
Suicide
gonna show up.
versus Justice League. I'm saying they cause problems or they become interjected.
Like, will we see them in Justice
Maybe.
League?
Yes.
Because
It's
they maybe have a mission that like take somebody out.
They're supposed to be a government tool.
Right. Exactly. That's what
Will
I'm
we
saying. They
see
have
more-
missions that are supposed to help.
At the dynamic of the
I
Suicide
mean,
Squad.
as of right now, we haven't heard anything.
But what do you guys think?
I
Justice League's
think
been,
I could see that happen.
Justice
That's
League's
kinda what I
been
was
filming
seeing.
for a month or two now, so
Yeah.
and usually if one of those people show up, we'll hear about it. So, but will we see them in the other movies? Maybe.
Okay.
So
I think that more depends on the actor themselves. Trying to, because a lot of those big name actors, they generally don't like to be caught up in multi-movie
That's true.
contracts.
most likely they went into this knowing
Yeah.
that there were probably
Usually a lot of
other
actors
movies.
do. That's the
So-
whole point.
Yeah,
of it.
for all we know, there
Like
could
Will
be
Smith
a,
wasn't gonna sign on
yeah.
If he
didn't
doesn't know.
want it- if he wasn't gonna do another one.
There
And I
could be a
kinda like the
sign-off
way
for, like,
he-
a certain amount
like
we don't know
the-
about.
Picture was him killing Batman, so could he possibly be in the Batman movie? Could he possibly be those type of things?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Because
They did
I think,
really
but I
drive
think
that
with
home.
Batman,
I think if Will Smith was not in the movie, it would have been probably the worst movie of all time.
Yeah,
and
no, he really brought it
honestly,
together.
I honestly have to kind of agree because Deadshot has been like in the Flash or Arrow TV show. Don't really care about him at all.
Right,
Don't care about
exactly.
that guy. And so this was actually a really important character.
It really, I mean, he basically was the leader because Rick.
I would say him and
Ric Flair was the worst. I wanted to,
him and Harley.
I wish he died multiple times. in
Yeah.
that movie.
my one big disappointment is that there was no Deathstroke.
Oh,
And
well,
that's the
There
thing,
was
I
an
thinking
early
Deathstroke
rumor
the whole
that he
time.
might be in there somewhere.
but that's a really hard character to throw in, I think.
Yeah.
Well, they threw in a lot.
But I mean,
thrown him in there.
Here's Slipknot.
Yeah.
They
No,
can't.
he's
That guy,
gone.
poor guy, right there.
A Deathstroke is a full-on Deadpool challenge, and there's like no way they can do that.
But there was early rumors that
Yeah.
Sure.
someone
No,
was
I
in
would.
there,
I'm.
so-
I would have been super
I think he
excited, but I don't think they could have. And like made it work in any way.
Yeah, with all the
Well, he's
characters.
very isolated to begin
He's
with.
very standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I'm not objecting to it.
Maybe Batman 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
We can hope for it.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to start wrapping it up here. If anyone has anything else to add before we shut her down.
Still a thumbs up for me after all that.
Of
Oh,
course.
okay. There you go.
I still enjoyed it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Discussing the flaws though can really give you a good roadmap.
Oh, yeah. Had some flaws.
Rotten Tomatoes was right.
It had flaws, but it wasn't nearly as bad as Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
And
was,
I still enjoyed that.
kept me
And it was
engaged.
Do what?
very fresh because I've seen,
Mhm.
with the exception of
Well,
maybe
not
X-Men.
not to Rotten Tomatoes. It wasn't fresh. So.
Well,
It
no.
was
Oh.
not fresh.
But compared to all the other superhero comic book movies that
right.
that
Gotta
have
keep
come
popping
before
up.
it
They
last
tried
year,
to go in the right route.
Yeah.
Again, I think we need to
Let
see
them.
the director's cut versus this version. And
One
then
other
we'll see.
thing,
Go ahead.
the music was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
told
the music
you.
was
Good
really
choice.
good.
I told you.
I do
That's
actually,
one thing
yeah,
that
music
always
was awesome.
will like get me into a movie is the music. And every time they had a song in there,
Oh,
It
yeah.
was the
like,
right
this
time.
Yeah,
is
that was
cool.
good.
Yeah.
I really like it.
There was
Like
no
I
na-na-na.
said,
So
It was
Yeah.
supposed to have a really good
and
soundtrack. Like the
that's
score
probably
should
where
have
we
been
kind of go back with what you said earlier about Guardians.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Guardians had
good,
a great
good music,
soundtrack
too.
Yep.
as well. So
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think
Get you in
I
the
probably
groove.
won't be picking up the soundtrack, but it was good. It made
you
it
know,
a little more
cure it from
enjoyable.
the internet somehow.
Yeah, somehow you'll acquire that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that was our thoughts on the movie, guys. Let us know if you agree or disagree, or what your own personal thoughts were on the movie. Remember to check us out on Facebook. Everything's at Peasant Class Gamers. We'll be on Twitch every once in a while playing some games. We're going to be on YouTube uploading some videos. You'll be able to find this on YouTube. We'll be uploading this to our podcast service, so keep tuning in that. Hit it with the subscribe if you enjoy what you hear. And like I said, we're starting out, so some constructive criticism if you have it. Leave those in the comments or shoot us a message, and we'll check you guys out later. See ya.